What'd you think, youngster? You're the only one with dead homies?
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, cause I've been living wrong.
What's going on, carnalitos? So before I even start this topic, let me start off by saying rest in peace to all my homies, rest in peace to all my enemigos homies, and rest in peace to all your guys' homies, man. Whether you died out here getting shot, whether you died of fucking OD, whether you died of cancer, whatever this lifestyle brings you, anybody who knows, we deal with much more death than anybody else. With all that being said, man, let's get started. So yeah, homie, you know, I get a lot of different comments in the comment section, and sometimes you get, and I've been hearing this for years, you know, Gil, how you gonna be anti-gang? You know, we got guys who died behind us, we got homies who died through all this lifestyle. What, we're gonna let them die in vain? Well, my answer to that is, we're not letting them die in vain if we stop fighting, man. If we continue to fight, then we're letting them die in vain. These people have gave up their lives for the hood, man, for our neighborhood, thinking that we're going to get something out of it. And hopefully what they get out of it is us realizing that we've been killing each other for nothing, man. Like I said before, when we first came here, we didn't know any better. We're just fighting for our neighborhoods because we were all new to this country. Well, now we've been fighting for over 40 years. And the only thing we've gotten out of it is more death and destruction. And little by little, all neighborhoods in LA especially, they're getting taken out by developers, man. All these places are getting gentrified. It's not that you're putting in so much work into these neighborhoods and they're getting smaller and smaller because your neighborhood's taking over. It's because the developers are coming. The meth is killing us, man. What these young guys need to realize is you guys aren't the only ones that have gone through death, man. Anybody who banged in the 70s, 80s, 90s, even 2000s, man, even now, that's something that's been going on for decades, guys. The only crazy part is that most people don't even remember who died 10, 20 years ago. You know, we're so quick to be like, oh, that's our dead homie. You know, I miss him. I love him. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you called or went to your dead homie's mom's house and say, hey, how you doing? Went to talk to one of the siblings, seeing, hey, how's it going? You know, how's life going? Just try to get at him. I'll be honest with you. I haven't, man. I got so many dead homies, but life goes on, man. And it's kind of cruel to say that sometimes, but that's just how it is. When you think that your homie gave up his life for your neighborhood and you're making that excuse now, and that's what it is. It's pretty much, it's an excuse. This guy died, so you know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna bang until I get my money or whatever you may think it is. But at the end of the day, the only ones left there holding the fucking bag is the mom, it's the dad, it's the siblings, it's the son and daughter, man. Those are the people who are really paying the price. I got homies that died over 20, 30 years ago. And guess what? My life has gone on and all my homies' life has gone on. But I guarantee you talk to that mom, you talk to that son. I got homies whose sons now are 25 years old, 27 years old. And I haven't met them because, like I said, life goes on. In all wars, there are casualties, man. We've been having casualties, I mean, since the beginning of time. We got World War One, World War Two. We got the Vietnam War, Korea, Afghanistan, Iraq twice. There's so many wars going on today. If we use that logic, then we should never be friends with Japan. Remember, the Pearl Harbor, they bombed us. Now they're one of our greatest allies. Germany, the same thing. That's where Hitler came from. And we've lost millions of people within all these wars. But you know what? You have to get over that. You can't just sit there and be childish about it and say, well, fuck that, I lost a homie, and that's that. That's not how it works. I can understand when somebody loses, let's say, a brother in gang violence, and that brother wants to get his money because they killed his carnal. I get that, man. But what happens with that is that carnal goes back, gets his rebound, maybe goes and kills or shoots somebody, and then what happens? And that brother ends up going to prison. So now you got a mom that just buried one, and now got another one going to prison, and now this guy's dead, and here goes a cycle all over again. And at the end of the day, that pain does not go away, fellas. And that cycle of us killing each other, and then we continue to kill each other because that's the excuse, because hey, they killed my homies. Before you guys go out there and be so quick to just say, oh, it's because I got dead homies. First of all, most guys nowadays have no clue where their gang began, how their gang began, and what most of these wars are. It's like you guys are just standing in line, getting ready to fight for something that you have no clue how it started, but you're quick to sit there and make that as an excuse to keep on fighting. You know, when you're young, you sit there and become really emotional over things real quick and think that it's the end of the world, man. Especially in your 20s, you haven't really figured out the clock is ticking against you. Me, I'm 44 now, and I'm on the other side of that clock, and I'm watching that clock ticking closer and closer to my end. And before I do that, I'm trying to get that knowledge out there to you guys to let you realize, dude, that you're out there killing and banging for each other for nothing, man. Back in those days, like I said, yeah, it was for something, and we got it. We got our Rogers, we got our territories. Everybody pretty much in LA knows what area is whose. I get the struggle, man. It's a thing that if you've never had anything in your life and you come from nothing and you get the hood, you get the gang, you get the barrio, you get the set, whatever you have, those are semantics arguing over is it hood or barrio. Either way, I get that, man. It's a feeling of belonging to something. It's actually being a part of something. When you've gone all your life believing you ain't shit, that you're dumb and you're never gonna be anything, and you get the neighborhood. Now you got a bunch of guys around you that you believe care for you and love you, and you guys do for a minute. But as you get older, you're gonna see, man, you guys are gonna start separating because the agendas start going away, the drugs start kicking in, the greed starts kicking in, and that camaraderie, that acceptance you thought was real and love, you're gonna soon find out, brother, that it's not, man. The gang life is just that, man. It's a fucking gang life, man. Don't think it's a bunch of priests and guys that are gonna care, love you. Your best friend might fucking backstab you and kill you, brother. Simple as that. Man, there is so many different neighborhoods out here in LA and all over the United States, man. And we all have lost. We have all lost in one shape or another, man. But in this gang shit, there is no winners, man. Yeah, so we, throughout the last 30, 40 years, man, we've lost some good homies, man. We lost some good homegirls. We lost some good people that could have been out here in society with us. You know, what could have been, you know. But they're all gone because of these wars. And they're going to continue to go if we continue to do that same shit. It's sad how many kids don't have fathers, man. How many kids don't have mothers. And then, like I said, you start losing on both fronts, man. We start going to prison. We start killing each other. We lose homies. It turns into a straight cycle, man. And the only way we're going to do something about it is to call ourselves out and say, hey, man, wait a minute, pump your brakes. What have we really gained? We haven't gained anything except fucking destruction to our gente, man. And until we step our game up, we're going to continue to do this fucking same old shit. I love my raza, homie. And that's why I'm out here putting myself out here like that. So people can judge, people can talk their shit, call me Elaine, say I'm a punk, say I'm not about that life. And I'm not about that life. I'm about helping our raza out, helping our people out, getting us out of this fucking shit. I love my hood, I love my neighborhood, and I always will, man. But that's why I'm banging for my neighborhood. I'm banging for my neighborhood, I'm banging for yours, man. I'm trying to get that word out there to let you know, hey, carnal, we can be better, and we are better than this. So, you know, I'm trying to use this YouTube channel just like some other homies are. We're trying to start a little movement, man. Whether it's me, whether it's a homeboy Dub V, whether it's George from Outside the Box, whether it's Kev Mack, you know, we're trying to bring light to this. We're trying to show you guys a little bit of history, how it worked in the past, how it is now, how our lives have been affected. We've got like different generations. We got me, who I stopped banging in 99, 2000. We got Dub V, who ended up getting sucked into that prison system, ended up doing 20-something years. We got Kev Mack, who's been in the joint, is an old school cat and knows what's going on in the game, man. He's throwing the history of his neighborhoods, and he's trying to push a positive message. That's all what we're trying to do. We're trying to push a positive message out of this thing. We're trying to make something positive come out of fucking just destruction and mayhem, which is gangs, brother. So with all that being said, carnalitos, you know, rest in peace to all those homies before us, man. Hopefully we don't let them die in vain, carnal. And other than that, oh yeah, Dub V, happy birthday, homeboy. I see you at the park. You better get that paper because they'll keep kicking you out, carnal. It's a little bit tougher out here on the guys than it is in the joint sometimes. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend. That Street TV video is supposed to drop on Thursday, so be looking out for that. You guys have a great one. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Bye.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.